Hey, what's going on? One of the most frequent questions a personal trainer gets is, how do I design my own workouts? And what they probably don't want you to know is it's pretty simple. All you need to do is a push, a pull, a core, and a lower body, and something I called for fat loss. And I'm going to show you how to do it right now. And all you'll need is your body weight to begin. So first, we'll start off with your lower body. It can be something as simple as a squat. Dropping down and elevating up. Squat, that's your lower body component. Remember, we're just using body weight to begin. Next, we'll do your pull, what I call swimmers. Hip hinge, flat back. And we'll just go into swimming motion for your shoulder blades. This is your pull exercise. Anything around your back is typically called a pull. You can also do this swimming motion as well. So we got your lower body and your pull, check, check. We're halfway there already. See, this is easy. Next one we're going to do is your push. It can be a bench dip, like so, or it can be a push-up. Now, if you're new to exercise, an elevated surface can be your best friend, making a lot of exercises a lot easier on the body, getting acquainted with how the muscle should feel without doing too much on the difficulty scale. You can also do a push-up, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. That's your push, 3/4 of the way there already. Finally is your core. Now this can be a plank from the bench and just hold this for a certain period of time, breathing naturally. Of course, you can also perform this from the floor. Another you could also do is a curl up. Curling up, keeping your head high, shoulders off the ground, and just reaching your fingertips past your kneecaps. That, my friends, is 1.04 for fat loss. We did the squat, we did the swimmers, we did the push, and we did the core variety. And now I would suggest start with just one set if you're new to strength training, one set of say 10 repetitions of each. And if you're doing a plank, maybe count your breaths or a certain amount of time, and you're complete. If you want to build it up a little bit more, my suggestion would be then move it up to 15 repetitions of each, and then do what I call diminishing sets, 15 reps of each, then 12, then 9, and then say 6. So you have a 4 sets for fat loss. Nice and simple. So I suggest doing that once or twice per week for a month. And when you kind of grow out of everything at the 15 rep range, you might want to invest in a set of exercise bands, and you can get these off your major online retailers, Amazon, Alibaba. These can all be found there. Get yourself one with maybe say 2 to 5 different bands of varying resistance, so you have options, and then you just start from scratch. For example, then we'll go back to your for fat loss categories. What did we have? We did your lower body first, so you can step onto the band, shoulder blades rolled back, and perform a reverse lunge with the band. And now we're getting some secondary core by keeping our hands up, right? If you do what's called unilateral or single arm, single leg exercises, you might want to consider cutting the reps in half. So instead of doing 15 on a leg, maybe do 8 to begin, but that's your call. Nice and easy. Check out this transition. Now we're going into your triceps for your push. Your triceps are the back of your arms. And now we're doing overhead tricep extensions here. Again, you'll be feeling this exercise in the back of your arms. Wonderful, okay? Next, moving on to your pull, right? We did your lower body, we did your push, and now we'll do your pull. 3/4 of the way there. You can step on the band with both feet, nice flat back, palms away from you and elbows wide, and then working those back muscles, pulling the elbows up, squeezing the back together. Another variation I like to do if you're looking for a little more balance, maybe your low back is a little sore, you can also perform it standing up, single leg style. Woo woo, fancy fancy. Rowing just like that. So what do we have? Your lower body, your push, your pull, and finally we can add a chop there with the band. And of course, for variety, you can mix up the body weight and the bands and the amount of sets and reps that you're ready to do. Grabbing here, I'm stepping on the band with my right foot, and then I chop to my left using my core muscles, arms straight, chopping up to about shoulder height, give or take, and come back down. And then of course, switch feet and switch directions. So there you have right there two options of your 4 for fat loss, body weight and bands. And when you're ready to invest a little bit more in your home workout equipment, you can also add a set of dumbbells, or might I suggest adjustable dumbbells. Can be pretty easy and not too much of an investment. So we'll do the same thing. We'll start with your lower body, your squat. Breathe in as you descend. Pause. Breathe out and come up. That could be your squat with the load up by your sides. If you're ready to make it a little more challenging, you can rest the dumbbells on your shoulders. Breathe in as you descend, pause, and extend back up. You can also perform a hip hinge variety for your lower body work. Doesn't have to be all squats. You can bring the dumbbells together between your legs. Inhale, hinge back, squeeze your bum, and push up. On a hip hinge, you want to make sure your shoulder blades are pulled back. Nice flat back, push your bum back, then squeeze your glutes and stand up. Okay? Next, overhead press for your push. And most of the exercises can be done with body weight or bands to varying difficulty degrees. Overhead press here, just fine. If you're new to overhead pressing, maybe just do one arm at a time. Very good. Okay, then we can go back to your dumbbells, back to that hip hinge, bent over row. Now notice my palms are facing inward. Inhale as you row, exhale as the weight comes down, right? Last two, almost done. Look at us. You don't even have to hire a personal trainer. I'm putting the industry out of business. You can do a couple different exercises depending on your strength. You can start with a single arm dumbbell chest press, which will engage your core a little bit more. Or you can add both and perform your dumbbell chest press with 2 arms, okay? Last one you can do with the dumbbell. Again, you can mix all of these up, body weight band and dumbbell, all together, just depending on your abilities. Extend out, inhale, dumbbell loaded, V up. And that, my friends, is what we call a 4 for fat loss. 4 exercises covering most areas of your body in a short amount of time. Start with 1 set for 8 to 10 repetitions, then work your way up 15 repetitions or so, and then continue to add sets. And after that, you can continue to expand your equipment offerings to keep the exercises interesting and the body and brain stimulated. And that's it, 4 for fat loss. Hope you enjoyed it so much. We'll talk to you soon.